Alright guys, this is a little different video than what I normally put up on my channel here. My son got a 2008 Infiniti G-37 Sport, little two-door coupe type car, and got it for him on his birthday back in October whenever he turned 16, and he wanted a system to go in it for Christmas with like 212's or whatever. So anyway, I'm gonna make a video here because we searched everywhere trying to find video on how to wire in a stereo system in one of these cars. As you can see, they ain't much room. I mean, this little dude is packed, and yeah, I know it's 330 horse for a 16-year-old. That's about like, you know, us back in our young days getting a big, you know, Chevelle built 350 in it with, you know, 350 horsepower or something crazy or whatever. But anyway, what I was going to talk about was how to put your running your hot wire to the battery and everything, and how these things here are. As you can see, I mean, it's all packed. But anyway, how you do it is you'll remove these little plugs right here. Just take a screwdriver and pop them out, and this whole piece right here that's around the battery comes out. And then you will remove this piece of trim right up here. There's more little push connectors underneath this, and it divides right here in the middle. So you'll take that out, and then as you can see here, the hot wire is blue, and where we put the 200-amp fuse block is I just took Velcro and cleaned the battery real good with alcohol and cleaned that block good, and you know, we just Velcroed it to it. But there's a big rubber grommet that's in the firewall that's right up in here, and I just took an X-Acto and, you know, cut a little hole there in it, enough to run the hot wire through it to get it inside the car. And let's see here if we can get around there to that. But what you do is you'll take the panel off right here on the side, and all of this trim that's, you know, down here or whatever, just all snaps off. And same thing on the back here, everything just snaps off. And then the seat, the lower part of the seat right here, you just pull up real hard on it, and you know, and it'll pop up. But we ran the wires, only the hot wire, all the way from the battery under here, back up under the back seat, and all the way through into the trunk area. And the base wire, depends on what side there you want to run it. Excuse me, it depends on what side there you want to run it on. But for his base wire, for the remote knob here, he just ran it underneath the seat, and everything comes out under here, and he just ran it underneath this carpet floor mat and went underneath the armrest console and brought it up and came out with it right there. But now for the remote wire going to the battery, we ran it, popped off this trim down here, we ran it all the way back under all this trim, under the seat, and back to the trunk that way. But to connect in with these stereos, or these factory radios that come in these cars, as you can see here, I mean, it would be a crazy headache to try to pull all that mess there out and wire straight into your radio for a you know, a remote wire. So the amp comes on when you turn on the switch. But what we done is we got a I think it's a little fuse. I'll put a picture, try to post a picture of it right here so you can kind of see here what it is. It's a little jumper wire that you'll take the audio fuse out, and then you'll plug in this little jumper, and then it's got a slot for 2 fuses, so you can put that 10-amp fuse back in for the audio, and then another 10-amp to run back for your remote wire. So but then back here in the back, we just built this custom box with clear acrylic and everything here on it, and the RCAs right here, how we done those. Now these cars here, they got 3 jacks in the armrest up there, RCA jacks. Those have nothing to do with putting a system in. I thought they would, but it's only for video audio in, and this is out, is what this is. So you'll take and pop off all of this fancy little carpet stuff up here, and your sub, or the back dash speaker, is right up in here. And there is a, picked it up at an audio store, a little RCA plug adapter with like 4 wires coming out of it. Connect those wires into the wires on the speaker, the factory speaker up under the dash, up in there, under the carpet. And then you'll plug your RCA plugs into that little box adapter, and what that does is that's just feeding your signal into the system there in the car. And then this 4-farad capacitor, I just ran the wire straight down to the frame and grounded it by itself. Okay, and then the hot wire's coming in right here, coming through the capacitor, going straight down, straight to the amp. All right, and the ground from the amp goes out and goes straight down under the carpet and grounds down to the frame. But you don't ever want to ground your amp and a capacitor together. So in other words, you wouldn't want to run the ground out of the amp and come down and come up to your capacitor, because the capacitor is already ground. You'll get a bunch of road noise, possibly could get road noise and, you know, interference, stuff like that. So anyways, that's basically how we wired the Infiniti G-37 Sport. Probably the same thing there for a Nissan 350Z, 370Z.
Maximum volume.
D-Boss.
It's the Skar Audio 2 DDX12’s on a Skar Audio 2001 amp.